How to divide integers. So when we look at integers, remember we're talking about whole numbers, and some of the numbers can be either negative numbers, that means smaller than 0, or positive numbers greater than 0. So let's just take a look here. Let's do an example problem of how to divide. So if we take 8 and we divide that up by -2, we have a positive integer divided by a negative integer. So the rules, as we go back over here and we look at, okay, socks that match, that's a positive thing. Socks that don't match, that's kind of a negative thing. So over here we have a positive sock divided by a negative. So the socks don't match, and the way I taught that in class is when the socks don't match, the quotient is going to be negative. It's not a good thing. It's the socks don't match. Oh, that's not a good thing. It's a negative outcome or a negative quotient. Okay? So what happens if the socks do match? Well, what if we have a -8 and we divide that by -2? Well, in this case, we can think of it as the socks match, so that would mean the quotient would be a positive outcome. So we would say +4. Sometimes you'll have problems that are written like this. You might see a -8. You might see a -8 divided by 2. You might see it written as a fraction. It's still a negative outcome. It's just written in a different way. So what is all this? What is all this over here? Right here, that's just kind of the summary of the rules of division. If you have a positive divided by, that's all these are divided by. A positive divided by a positive is a positive. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. A positive divided by a positive is a negative, and then a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So these at the top, the signs match, so it's a positive thing. The socks match, it's a positive thing. And these at the bottom, if the socks do not match, like this, I've taught you, it's a negative thing.